Welcome back, guys. This is the final update of our 20-way ceramic spray coatings longevity test, and it should come at no surprise to anyone that's been following this test how this is going to end. Again, I apologize for the late updates this month. Things have been crazy here, and I'm still trying to keep you guys happy with all of the monthly updates for all of my different tests, along with the other new test coming here October 1st. I've originally planned on this test only lasting about 6 months, since that's all of some of these products really advertise for longevity, but there are some really stellar products in here that have withstood anywhere from 100-degree plus days, 39 Celsius, to record low temperatures of -6 Fahrenheit or -21 Celsius, hail, a couple hurricanes, and a ton of rain, as you'll see right here on your screen. We'll do our usual foaming it down with Chemical Guy's Honeydew Snow Foam, rinse it, foam it again, wash it, and then of course inspect the hydrophobic properties before drying everything off. If you do see something you like and plan on purchasing it, please consider using the links provided in the video description, as it does help the channel out, and that 100% of the money received goes right back into this channel for testing more products. If you'd like to further support the channel, ways to do so are on your screen here. This channel is 100% unsponsored, so there is no outside influence or any sponsors to please to give glowing reviews for, and believe me, they've tried. So with that out of the way, let's see how things are holding up. So going over everything, I'm going to post a graphic at the end as to what the failure times of everything are. Turtle wax, ceramic wet wax, you see how there's one corner that's kind of holding on there. It's been that way since about the 30-day mark. So I don't know if we want to call it failed at 30 days or not, but part of it was holding up, the rest of it wasn't. Everything else here, you can see it's pretty much dead. The water is just clinging to it. And we have IGL Easy Graphene. That is a single step coating by IGL that looks like it's hanging in there. It's starting to look pretty tired. It's advertised as a 1-year coating. I would say that's working as advertised. Adam's 9H graphene spray, also, it's weak, but it's hanging in there. And we have Griot's Garage SiO2 3-in-1. That one has been performing fantastic, and you can see it's still doing quite well even at the 1-year mark. And you guys that have purchased this, let me know in the comments. Some of you that have in other videos said that this thing is just doing outstanding where you live. So if you're using it, let me know in the comments where you're using it and if it's holding up like you're seeing here. G-Technic C2V3, you can see that it's pretty much dead. And Adam's 9H, the non-graphene. This is the one that has kind of a red tint to the bottle. Little bit, but it's pretty much dead. And Shine Armor, that one has long failed. Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Spray Wax, that's the one that's been kind of all over the board for me. I've tested this product multiple times, and it's just sometimes it works great, sometimes it's not. Glossit Bodyguard Spray, doing very well. One of the more expensive products in the test, but it is performing quite well at the 1-year mark. And that's literally a spray ceramic. Put it on, wipe it off. So that one's doing quite well. The Glossit Detail Spray, not so much. But again, it's not intended to last for a year. CarPro Reload and Next Gen. That's the guy that says, do you want to know why my product sucks? Well, there's your answer. The Last Coat V2, it was mediocre at best. Owner's Pride Ceramic Detailer, it failed early on. F11 Top Coat failed the very first wash. It is absolute garbage as far as I'm concerned. And IGL Premier, it's finally dead there too at the 1-year mark. So there you have it. And my experience, the other test with IGL Premier, it's somewhere between 12 and 14 to 16 months depending on the weather, so it's pretty consistent. So I'm glad to see that. This is why I like to test everything more than once, but having it start at a different test at a different time, so we have some good data points. So as long as the failures are fairly close within a month or two, I'm pleased with that for results. So for a top 3, what do you guys think? So we all know that the Glossit and the Griots 3-in-1, maybe the Atoms and or the IGL, if you had to choose 4, I think those are sort of the 4 top performers. But the other thing you have to keep into consideration here is when you apply these things, they're so simple. You can apply these to your whole car in like 15 minutes. So if you see them getting weak, just throw some more on. It's literally that easy. This isn't like a ceramic coating where it's going to take you all afternoon or all day to do. This is literally something you can do in 15 minutes. So for Griots to be performing that well, and Glossit and IGL and Atoms, for the price point, that's fantastic, especially at the Griots. That's a $20 product. You can go into Walmart or wherever else and buy that. That's fantastic. So for me, if I was going to pick one, I would probably pick the Griots. That's just because of the price point, and it is performing. But the Glossit and the Atoms and the IGL also performing quite well too. So with that out of the way, I'm also going to keep it going for one more month, as I do with all these tests. I want to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. What do you want me to do with this hood? Before I strip everything off and recycle it, reuse it for the next test, do you want me to use it do you want me to do a decon wash, clay bar? What do you want me to do to this before I completely get rid of everything? Let me know in the comments. So again, if you like what you see, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. Here is the spreadsheet that I was talking about. This will be provided as a Google Docs file in the video description, as well as my master spreadsheet with all of them, which I'll talk about here in just a minute. So you can go through and see more about these, what's in them, as far as I went through the SDS, and then here's the master spreadsheet that I use for all of my tests. So let's look at the gold one there, or I'm sorry, the orange one. That's our 20 way. So let's look at the data points. Atoms graphene and the 9H spray, one of them didn't last very long. I don't know if I had a bad batch or what the deal was, but pretty consistent. CarPro reload, 60 days. It's been tested 3 times, lasted 60 days. F11 Topco lasted the first wash. Some of these others, this is only the first time testing them, so we have a data point, but we'll do it again and see if we do it again, or see if they repeat that. The Griots 3-in-1, the G-Technic C2 V3 had 150 days and 360, so that's a little unusual. And the IGL Easy Graphene, I ended that 8-way one early, so it didn't quite. It looks odd, but IGL Premier, 425, 455, and 360 days. So it could be weather related, but it's a different batch every time. On down to Meguiar's Hybrid liquid wax and spray wax, 515, 360, and 210. So kind of all over the board there. And Mother's CMX got 270 and 360, fairly close. And Owner's Pride, that's only one data point, as well as Shine Armor. And the Last Coat V2, 210. On down to Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, 240. It's running in the other test. It's getting weak at 210, so probably along the lines of the same result there. Turtle Wax Ceramic Spray, 180 days in this test, and it's weak at 210 days in the other test. So, it's pretty consistent data points, not spot on, but we have the weather to factor in, and these are all different batches each time I test it. So that is something to think about. There's your final graphic. What do you think, guys? I really appreciate all the support. Without you guys watching these and supporting me, wouldn't continue to make these tests. So I try to do what I can to please everyone. When I put out a video asking for what do you want to see, I take those into consideration. I try to get what I can. Obviously, I can't include all of them all the time, but I do try to get what I can for you guys. So thank you again, and stay tuned for the next test. We'll see you soon.